Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with the weekly reset that's happening today. So I just wanted to bring all the events and information to your guys' reference, especially since today is going to be a big kickoff day for some of the key events that are also going live as well. We like to cover things that are wrapping up so that way you're not missing a beat here. So first and foremost, let's talk about the ones that are wrapping up and turning over, and then we'll talk about everything that's new that's coming up. So I may have seen this in milestone selection. Obviously, we still have a few hours here left for this bio training. If you're interested in an additional uptick there in some Crimson materials, that's obviously meant for Zombie Kestrel. We have the Lazy Bullseye Unleashed event now that started this weekend. Remember, it's just, it's the free-to-play aspect of the shards that they're giving out for her, but as well, it's easy to accumulate points because you simply just have to raid and do your logins every single day. And this is very consistent what we saw previously before as well with the past team releases. So it's been nice that they give a little bit of infusion there. Roll to Blue Marvel, don't forget. So this one's been completely free to play, essentially just logging in, making sure you do your war battles. We have our second war that's starting today. And then don't spend any of these T3 level 4 ions because that's going to be super important since today is also going to be the release of Blue Marvel in just a few hours here. That's pretty much it, guys, in terms of just what we can claim right now. Obviously, we still have this Banshee's Fury event, but remember, this is just getting the Haunted Horseshoes, which is typically tied back to the battle passes that they release. And you can see there's still 32 days remaining, so that remains to be on the lookout here for us. Save the world if you're interested in getting a little bit of resources by spending campaign energy. Now, what is nice is that you may see in the selection screen here that obviously we've wrapped up the previous leaderboard event in addition to the Blue Marvel launch, and Raid Wars are also starting. So just for reference, actually, if you guys are curious, I'm just wondering where I landed. I didn't really care about at the time, but I am wondering. Okay, yeah, so top 4,300 we were able to land there, great. And then Plague Rising and Blood Rain, we did exceptionally well as an alliance. So we were able to do top 50 for Plague Rising, and Blood Rain we were also able to land, I believe, in the top 100. So yeah, this has been an awesome extra infusion there of resources, especially since you'll see here in the leaderboards, right? It's nominal between the different brackets, but just that extra, now we're getting at least 12 to 13 million of ISO 4 ions, and I expect that they're probably going to have more events like this in the future as well, just to really juice up the economy with those ions, especially with the Blue Marvel release here. But let's talk about things that we need to be aware of from an alliance perspective. So this new Raid Warzone event, this is going to be alliance driven. So remember, very similar to the past ones that we had before. And you have to battle in Raid now with Mystic characters, in addition to using them in War. And then finally, if you have Brimstone, make sure you use them because they're going to give you some additional points for this alliance driven event. And obviously it's nice because it gives you resources along the way. But you'll see here, there's going to be Living Mummy shards, right? So that's pretty awesome there. Having said that, Living Mummy now is in the antimatter store. So that's where I've been farming the majority of his shards. And then I did use Power Cores to get his original unlock to do better in that Curse of Eternity event. Now, Blue Marvel launch, this is the same one as we just saw previously before. Just making sure that you... oh, sorry, this is the new one. So this is signaling the release of Blue Marvel here. And it is a spending event, guys, unfortunately. So you can see complete milestones by buying points. This is the one where they outline that if you're essentially buying these offers, you can get actually up to 15 characters here upgraded. So this is probably where a lot of spenders and whales are going to be diving into. Hence, all attention now on the whales and spenders, guys, because the event launches today, but there probably will be someone or a few others that actually finish the event in one day, and that's for us to obviously pay attention to make sure that we're aware of which teams and synergies work for some of these respective nodes coming up. So I do want to point out as well, remember the command center, this is the last time that we can actually take a look at this because they're going to be turning over here now to chapter 3 featuring Thunderstrike. So make sure you guys are going through this, taking a look at some of the objectives if you haven't done them already. Playing battles as Zombie Kestrel if you have her unlocked. Hopefully you've been able to do the Undying stuff, but I already got everything unlocked here, so that wasn't a big deal. What was probably more difficult for folks though is if you take a look at this Broken King week 13, I don't think I was able to hit it because I don't have Blastar at gear tier 20, and he does give you, as you can see here, an extra 150 points. So it depends, right? Like you can take a look here. I think we're just right on the cusp of that. So you're missing out on all these purple 4 ions, costume credits, and the 25,000 in the antimatter. But if this doesn't mean much to you guys, then don't bring up your Blast out of gear tier 20 because, to be honest, I don't know if I'm bringing him into the actual Blue Marvel event just yet. Even though he is meta and he's going to be combined with Thunderstrike. I mean, this is just nominal resources anyways at the end of the day. And then we'd still have this World Warrior, which has been allowing us to gain some additional head start here on Vigils. So just something to be on the lookout for there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's the big one for Command Center. And then events, guys, I do want to point this out. In the blog post, they did say that, you know, there's going to be an event here in just a few days. And it's called the Blastar Purple ISO Level 5 Leaderboard event, right? And there's going to be some Lady Bullseye diamonds available as well. But the one thing I do want to caveat and bring to your attention is that, remember, there is going to be some points tied back to Zombie Kestrel being utilized. So make sure you guys are farming her. I think most of us are very, very close to her unlock now. And don't forget, too, now that they've added this in-game here, you can take a look. There are some Zombie Kestrel shards as well. So we're going to be just fine. You can see there's 5 shards right there. You should have already gotten another 5 earlier this week. And then there's another 5 at the very end. But I believe this one actually expires after the leaderboard event has gone through. So just be paying attention to that, because that's going to obviously add some points here for you to take advantage of in the leaderboard event. And especially since if you have her at 5 stars and above, I think it gives you even more of an edge there. So just something to be mindful of there. Unfortunately, there's only 5 nodes that you can farm, but the good news is that if you do have her at 3 stars, you're able to start doing some of these nodes right here for the red stars. So just something to be paying attention to there. We also saw in the blog post as well, with respect to Lady Bullseye, she's going to be available on November 7th. So that's something to look forward to as well. She's going to be joining the game. And then with her offers and power cores and so forth, I probably will hold back a bit. I'm just going to wait and see how good this team is first. But remember, they are unfortunately required for raid. So there isn't a rush, but just know that they are going to be required, right? So something to be mindful of there. And then I believe there is going to be a new Phantom Rider Battle Pass coming. So that's going to be, it should be allowing most of us to get access to him in the coming weeks here. As well as the new Stolen Thunder, like I said, Thunderstrike Command Center activities. That's something to be looking out for. Everything in here is going to change. So make sure you guys take advantage of this. All the Chapter 2 stuff is going to be wrapping up. And obviously we saw it was a jam-packed chapter, especially with Sentry, and as well as obviously the release here of Blue Marvel. So there you guys have it. Do let me know down in the comments below. What do you guys think? Are you guys pumped? Lots and lots of activities coming forward here, especially with Thunderstrike finally being added, and there's going to be some free-to-play aspects here as well to get more shards of him, very similar to Blastar. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.